Amazon just launched its own version of Temu, but is it any better or just another way to buy low quality products? I bought 7 products from the new Amazon haul to see if it's worth it, and here's the deal. Because I'm doubtful on the quality, if at least 4 of the 7 products are actually good, I'll give away 2 $25 Amazon gift cards so 2 of you can try Amazon haul as well. If not, at least you won't have to waste your money. Let's get started with this automatic whisk. As much as I love whisking by hand, I wouldn't mind not getting an arm workout while cooking. So with this whisk, all you have to do is push it up and down, and the whisk is actually going to spin itself so you don't have to do any more work than that. So let's give it a shot. Egg is in our measuring cup, whisk goes on top, and then I guess I just go up and down with it. And whoa! Look at the egg, guys. It's whisking incredibly well, and I'm barely having to do anything. And look at the results of that. That's like the most whisked egg I've ever had. I'm a huge fan of this product. I'm gonna have to say our first one is worth it, and now the score is 1-0. That means we already have one product that's worth it. On to the next one. Next up are these cable clips, and it does come with 6 of them. We've all lost our charging cord behind our nightstand or our desk, so hopefully these are a fix for that. So it comes with both the clips and then these sticky pieces which you're going to take off and put on the bottom of the clip here. Peel off the yellow layer, and then basically stick them wherever you want to hold a cord. So I'll stick one right onto my counter right here, push it down, and it definitely feels nice and held in place. Now inside of the cable clip, you have a magnet on both sides so that when you close it, you can hear it kind of snap shut, and hopefully it holds the cord inside the little hole inside of there. So I'll take a cord that would have fallen off the desk if I didn't have the cable clip. So let's open up our clip, put the cable inside of it right there, close the clip back up, and now if we just tug on the cord a bit, oh no. So it seems like the magnet on these is super weak. Almost like they chose the cheapest magnet that they could put inside of these. So even the smallest amount of pressure is opening up these cable clips right here, which would mean that maybe if there's enough force pulling it downwards without these, it might just open the cable clips on their own. I've tested out cable clips like this before, and never have the magnets been so weak that I barely needed any force to open them up like this. Now, do I think that they could do the job? Probably, but overall, since they're brand new and the magnets are already super weak, I'd be worried about the longevity of these. For that reason, I'm gonna say that these are not worth it. Number 3 is this mini notebook. I have a million notebooks right now, but not a single one can fit inside of my pocket. Now, outside of the super cute cover of a cat, the first thing I'm noticing with this notebook is that it feels really flimsy. Like I could basically just pull this apart and break all of the hinges without any effort. I do love that it has the date on the top of each of them, and it gives you a little bit of room to write on each page here, about as much as you'd want with a notebook that fits in your pocket. And unsurprisingly, I'm able to write inside of the notebook, which would obviously be a deal breaker if I couldn't. But I simply can't get over how flimsy this feels. I feel like if I walked with this in my pocket and accidentally sat on top of it or put something on my lap, this thing would basically just snap apart on its own. Here's how easy it is to pull out a page. Like you can kind of see the brackets that are holding the page together are just kind of looped onto there without even being tied together. Like I could literally just pull these apart and take it off in a few seconds. So once again, overall, I would just be worried about the quality of this one, and for that reason, I can't recommend it. I've never been able to keep my hands warm when skiing or playing in the snow until I started using glove liners like these. But it's hard to find warm ones that you can still use your phone with. Now these have both a grip on the palm right here, which feels a little bit grippy, nothing too crazy, but definitely would be able to hold on to something compared to the other side. But also in 3 of the fingers, you should be able to use your phone. So let's get these put on for the first time, and whoa, they are incredibly soft on the inside. I mean, it almost feels like I'm petting a dog putting my hand inside of these.
Petting a dog?
Yeah. And immediately I'm feeling a good amount of warmth from these. My hands aren't sweating or anything like that, but I like how comfortable, soft, and warm they feel. But of course, we've got to see if I can use a smartphone. I've got my phone right here, and basic navigation feels really good and really responsive with all three of my fingers. I can tap on any sort of app that I want, and I'm not having any sort of problems with any of that. But let's try typing in the Notes app. Now, I will say the gloves feel a little bit limiting because you're wearing gloves and it's a bit different than not wearing them. But overall, I'm able to type pretty fluently without any sort of issues. Even with two hands, it's not a problem. These are probably going to become my new glove liners that I actually wear. I can definitely recommend these. We have 2 worth it products so far, which means 2 more, and the giveaway is on. I've always loved the idea of writing little sticky notes on my desk, but I've never had anywhere to put them, which means I typically just end up throwing them away. Let's see if product number 4, these memo boards, can solve that problem. So the memo boards come in a pack of 2, so you can put them on both sides of your monitors. So on the front is just a protective layer that you peel off to keep it nice and clean. And on the back is this sticky tape that we peel so that we can stick it onto our monitor. Now, I think you could put this on the back or the front of your monitor, depending on where you want it. Of course, if you don't have a little bezel on the side of the front of your monitor, then you're gonna have to put it directly on the screen. And for me, because the back of this monitor isn't flat all the way, I actually have no choice but to put it on the front. But with no bezel, that means it's going on the screen for me. So, all right, let's hope it doesn't ruin my screen. Just stick it right onto the edge right here. And it does stick onto the monitor pretty well. I don't feel like it's gonna fall off. Then we can take a sticky note that we've written on, attach it right onto the memo board wherever we want, and have plenty of room for more sticky notes. It also seems like you might be able to just write with a dry erase marker on it, so let's try that out. By just scribbling down here, let it dry for a second, and let's see if we can erase it. I am hopeful for the best here. And yeah, actually, that's perfect. It definitely seems like the right material for it. Now, I would be super wary of actually putting it on your monitor like this because, well, 1, you're not gonna be able to use that portion of your monitor, and 2, you might actually end up ruining the screen. But if you have an area on the back of your monitor you can put it, or on the side where the screen isn't, where there might be a bezel for you, then I think this product is pretty awesome that you can write on it and put sticky notes on it. So for those reasons, I will recommend this one. When I travel, I like to carry ibuprofen, allergy meds, and a few other pills just in case, which is what this pill organizer is supposed to help with. So the main compartment of this opens through a little latch. It's a little tricky to open, but gives you 4 little compartments inside of here to store some pills. So you can throw them in whatever compartments you want, fill them up, and then close it shut. And I guess if you shake it now, or it shakes along in your backpack, open it back up, and they're still right where they were. The latch does feel pretty good as well. It definitely clicks shut, which I love the security of. But then there's one more compartment on the top here, which I'm already starting to struggle with. This seems like it's kind of a 5th compartment here for extra pills, so maybe the ones you definitely need to take every day, you'd put inside of here. But no matter how hard I try to latch this extra compartment, it refuses to stay shut. It's broken basically on arrival. I thought it was going to be really cool because that extra compartment does come out, so you could throw it in your pocket for the day, bring it with you when you're walking around wherever you're traveling, but it's just gonna open up on you. But it does magnetize into there really well, so this product was so close to being great. Overall, because the latch on this refuses to shut, I'd be worried about the other latch on this product too, and so this kind of falls back to quality for me, and for that reason, I don't think I can recommend this one. We're now coming down to the wire, and this next product determines if there's a giveaway or not. Now, I don't cook without garlic, but I also hate peeling and crushing garlic because it's always a sticky mess. This 2-part product can apparently do both of those things. Now the first piece here is this kind of blue silicone piece, and it's got these little ridges on the inside, which apparently helps you peel the garlic. So you can take an unpeeled clove, throw it into the middle of it, and then I believe you just press down and roll. Whoa, I can actually feel the peel coming off, and I'm basically not pushing at all. And you can see it coming out the end of it there too. A few seconds later, we have perfectly peeled garlic. Oh my God. This is incredible and probably the best peeler I've ever tested. Out of pure curiosity, I'm gonna now throw 6 cloves in there and see if we can peel them all at the same time. Just gonna shove them all kind of into there. Hopefully they space out on their own. And it does feel like about as much as we could possibly fit. But let's get to rolling. It feels so satisfying. Okay, so I think I definitely overdid it there. We have a couple cloves that are mostly peeled, but a few of them just fell out the outsides as I was rolling. So I think you'd probably want to stick to just 1 or 2 cloves inside of here at a time, but it's also so quick that you could peel 6 cloves one at a time in probably under a minute anyways. Part 2 of this product is going to be the crusher for the garlic right here. And as you can see, it's basically just a metal piece that looks like you'd crush the garlic through these little holes right here and have it come out the other side, maybe with a little rocking action. So let's give this a shot. I'm just going to push it down onto the garlic, rock back and forth, and it's kind of coming through. Okay, got the garlic mostly pushed through. Some of it got caught into the edges right here and didn't come fully through, but a lot of it did come through the other side. Let's try using a spoon and see if we can scrape off the garlic from here, because obviously we need to be able to use it. And that's feels super satisfying as well. It came off of that end pretty easily, and we've got a little bit of minced garlic. Now, how easily can I get it off the other side for cleaning? And actually, most of it is coming off there too, and that part's pretty minced too. It's not fully separated because it didn't make it through the hole, but not too bad, and I would still use that. Overall, there's a little bit left to clean inside of there. I think I'd probably give this crusher right here maybe like a B-. It works. It's not the best crusher I've ever had, but the peeler is an easy A+, and so I'm gonna average this out to say that I will recommend this product almost entirely because of what the peeler pulled through for us. Which means, congratulations, the giveaway is on. 2 of you are gonna win those $25 Amazon gift cards. All you have to do is comment anything down below. Maybe what your favorite product was from this video and which one you would buy on Amazon Haul. Now, I also did a test with Amazon Haul's competitor, Temu, and I spent $350 on a Temu order. If you want to check out if I found some hidden gems or if everything was just total trash from that video, go ahead and click right here.